Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you another fall inspired makeup tutorial. This look was based all around the new, well, it's semi-new I guess, new to me, I've only had it for a couple weeks, the KathleenLights Miami Fever liquid lipstick by Ofra. I'm completely obsessed with this color. This just screams me. I think she did an amazing job curating the color on this. It's really unlike anything I have ever seen. So it was based off of this, and also I recently got the Urban Decay Vice palette, the latest one, and there were two shades in here that I saw and I was like, I have to do a tutorial with these. So these two kind of like orangey shades right here, oh, they are so gorgeous. So I did this kind of brownish orange smoky look with the KathleenLights liquid lipstick. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. I'm starting out by prepping my skin with the Makeup Forever Smoothing Face Primer. This is very similar to Benefit's Professional, has the same texture and also look to it. So I'm just using that to give my skin a smooth canvas for foundation. I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Liquid Foundation. I think I actually prefer the stick version over this one, but this foundation does have a really nice natural finish to it, and I am wearing the shade 127, which is my usual color in Makeup Forever when I am self-tan. So I'm just buffing a thin layer of that all over my skin, and then I'm going to move on to concealer to give my under eye area a bit more coverage. I'm using my Bare Minerals Serum concealer in the shade Medium Golden, and I'm actually using a concealer that's the same color as my skin because I'm going to go in and highlight my under eye area with a completely different product after I get done buffing this concealer out. For my under eye highlight, I'm using MAC's Full Coverage Foundation. This is a cream foundation that has a really high coverage to it. I'm using the shade NC20 because I wanted a really bright effect to my under eye area. So I'm just pressing that in with a beauty blender, and then I'm going to go in and bake that area. I've really been obsessed with this technique lately because it really does work. It prevents your under eye highlight from creasing on you, and it just makes your under eye area look so smooth and so bright in pictures. So I'm just going to let that sit for a couple of minutes and move on to the rest of my routine. I'm just contouring my cheeks with the MAC Sculpting Duo. This is new. These are actually permanent shades from MAC. They just put them into Duo, so it has a highlighter and a contour shade both. I will put the shade that I'm using right now listed down below. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Shadester. But I'm just contouring with an Up and Up blush brush. This is my favorite brush to contour with right now. I have one for blush and one for contouring, and I absolutely love it. So now I'm just going to dust away that excess powder. I picked up a little bit of the highlight from the MAC Highlighting and Contouring Duo and just dusted away all of the excess product, and you can see you're left with a really smooth under eye area. So now I'm moving into blush. I'm using NARS Dual Intensity Blush in the shade Frenzy, I believe. It's a gorgeous orange tone blush that really complements the eye and lip look, and I'm just topping off the blush with the highlighter that comes in the Duo as well. Now we're going to do a quick rundown of the brows. I'm using my Hourglass brow pencil in the shade Soft Brunette, and I'm just going to speed through the process. I haven't done an actual tutorial using this pencil, so I thought I would do a sped up process so you guys can see how I use it. Now we're moving on to the eyeshadow. I'm prepping my lids with the Urban Decay Original Primer Potion, and I'm just buffing that all over my lid with a flat foundation brush. here I'm taking the shade from the Vice 4 palette called Framed, and I'm just buffing that all over my lid for a nice base color. I'm taking Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie and buffing that into my crease. It's really important that you have a nice warm crease color for this look. Peach Smoothie is absolutely perfect for this look. You want something that is almost your skin tone but just a little bit warmer. So something that's got a tangerine undertone to it or more of an orange undertone would work really great. Now I'm picking up the shade called Flame from the Urban Decay Vice 4 palette. This is an amazing orange / pink / red duochrome eyeshadow. It's a really hard color to explain. It's definitely going to be the color that's going to stand out the most in this look. I absolutely love it. It is gorgeous. So I just picked that up with a flat eyeshadow brush. I sprayed a little bit of Fix Plus onto the brush to help the pigment stand out a bit more. And then I actually just went in with my finger and just buffed that color all over the bottom portion of my lid. And then I moved on to my transition shades. I used Makeup Geek's Beaches and Cream, and also a color from Coastal Scents called Pumpkin Pie. This is a color you can get from their regular Hot Pot line. I think that's what they're called. They're really cheap eyeshadows. They're like 99 cents. So I just mixed those two shades together and buffed them all over my crease. And then I moved back into that Vice 4 palette and I picked up a brown color called Delete. It's just a rich chocolate brown, and I just placed that into the outer part of my lid and then buffed a little bit of the excess into my crease. I'm lining my lower lash line with my favorite eyeliner of all time. You guys know it's Teddy Eye Kohl in the shade Teddy. It's a really pretty rich brown color. I hardly ever use black for any type of look, no matter how dramatic it is. I just generally always think a colored liner or a rich brown will always work, and for some reason I always think that Teddy just flatters really any look that I always do, so it's just always by my side. And I just buffed that out with Makeup Geek's Cocoa Bear eyeshadow. It's a nice orangey brown color, and definitely make sure you buff out this lower lash line. That's really what's going to tie the entire look together. It just makes everything look really nice and diffused. Then I picked up this shade from Coastal Scents. I will have the name listed down below. It's just a gold color, and use that as my inner corner highlight. And I popped on some Ardell Demi Whispies, and that was pretty much it for the eye look. Now we're moving into the lip color, which, like I said in the beginning, is the KathleenLights liquid lipstick from Ofra Cosmetics. It's called Miami Fever, and it is absolutely stunning. I have worn this so many times, and it's just amazing that it's such a bold color, but it matches so many different looks. So that is it for the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this warm fall inspired makeup look. Please let me know what looks you would like to see down below in future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.